The Americans call it the greatest spectacle in all of auto racing, and this year's 101st running of the Indianapolis 500 has just taken on even more interest outside the USA, with the shock news that current Formula One driver and two-time world champion Fernando Alonso will miss the Monaco Grand Prix to race at the famous Brickyard. The shock news has taken current IndyCar drivers by surprise and even initial disbelief.
When the announcement came out, I thought someone was late on hitting send on an April Fool's joke, to be honest. But you know, the first thought was just surprised that a driver as competitive and as committed as Fernando was willing to miss Formula One's crown jewel race at Monaco to do anything else. But then it makes me think the other way. It just shows how much value the Indy 500 has and how special it is to racing drivers all over the world, not just here in North America. For him to miss, of all races, Monaco, to come run the 500 for us, it shows how much it means to him.
Alonso hopes to follow in the footsteps of former Formula One champions Nigel Mansell and Graham Hill, who both won America's Great Race. Hill also won the Le Mans 24 Hours to be the only man in history to win all three major motorsport titles, and Alonso has made it clear that he'd like to join him in that achievement. Alonso will race for Andretti Motorsport in a Honda-powered Dallara, and his new teammate Marco Andretti is looking forward to sharing the garage with the Formula One star.
It's going to be fun to be able to work with him and see if he can bring a new type of thinking to it and what he thinks of it. And I'm kind of liking that the F1 guys are being more open to coming over. They used to think we're crazy, but now they're. I think Rossi winning it might have enticed him a little bit, but no, it's going to be fun all the way through the month to work with him. I've always looked up to him as a driver as well, so yeah, it's good for everybody.
Alonso's surprise move has also delighted his future competitors, with 2008 500 winner New Zealand's Scott Dixon looking forward to welcoming the Spaniard to this uniquely American form of motorsport.
One is huge for IndyCar, Verizon IndyCar Series, but motor racing in general, I think we've seen a little bit of people crossing over from NASCAR to IndyCar and vice versa, but it's been some time since we've seen something from Formula One, and especially this weekend, the Indianapolis 500. We know it's also their marquee event in Monaco, and for Alonso to make a decision like that, to do come in for a one-off, requires a lot of confidence, and I don't know, I think all of us were somewhat shocked, but just so excited to have someone of his caliber and someone with his racing background to come and join the greatest spectacle in racing.
Alonso's shock move is a clear indication that the former champion's patience with the current McLaren Honda is running out, and that with no chance of winning his third world title, his attention has been diverted to new challenges. Next stop, Le Mans.